Hey everybody, welcome back to Jones Blue Line Pressure Washing. My name is Jeremy. Today I am outside at a 27,000 square foot warehouse building. There's an auto parts store here, there's some offices, there's a gymnastics place here. I'm soft washing the entire building. We're going to do some concrete cleaning around the front and back. The building is not terrible. A lot of the building is mainly just like some cobwebs. It's hard to see by these lights where the bugs like to hang out. We're gonna do a wash on the whole building. I gotta get set up here. I'm trying to do this all in an afternoon. He wants it done on a Sunday, which is not normally what I do. I usually like a Monday through Friday kind of guy, but he specially requested that we do that. A couple cars here that are gonna be moving here at 2 o'clock. The worst of everything is here, all these downspouts have drained out. There's lots of like bugs. It's hard to see on the camera. These doors are pretty dirty. Definitely some mildew growing on the siding. Back is gonna be where it needs the most work. All the way down, there's like 4 or 5 different bays here. I got someone coming to help me. He's never worked for me before. He has some pressure washing experience on farm equipment, cleaning up tractors and stuff like that, and tools and skid steer tracks and stuff like that. All right, I'm gonna get everything set up and get going. I don't know how much filming I will actually do of the actual job. My GoPro, I left one of my GoPros at home. The GoPro that I brought actually broke and it's working again. I don't know, it's sucking the battery super fast, so I don't know what's wrong with it. So I don't know if I'll have a good waterproof camera today, but I'll periodically check back in, tell you how it's going. And I did land this big job with the guy who owns a lot of restaurants. I'm trying to do a good job here so I can maybe have some future jobs from this guy, so we'll see. This could be a big opening for my business, this guy that owns this building. This is huge for me. All right, we are about almost done with the front of the building. I got chemical all the way to the corner of the building, some SH, a little bit of surfactant, not much at all. We had some issues. No one was here to move these cars. We didn't mess them up or nothing like that, but it slows us down a little bit because we have to do like a blanket of water as I'm spraying the SH. So he's not being able to rinse if I'm, also we're gonna have issues with the concrete cleaning as well. They're hanging over the edge. I'm not gonna risk surface cleaning around these. I don't want to mess those up. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to make a return trip, which I don't want to. So we are having issues with the SH drying on the windows. We're going to have to, I don't have any like window cleaning kit yet, so I'm going to have to buy one eventually. I just want to show you kind of what it's looking like. I don't know if you can tell, but it's real streaky. Yeah, it's pretty streaky. So I don't know if you can tell on camera. A lot of the discoloration is actually inside the sign. So like on these edges here, might not be able to tell on camera, but also there's a birthday party that showed up on this end. So I'm glad I got this side done already. I'm assuming with commercial stuff, we're gonna run into issues with people showing up, people not moving cars, return visits. I do have some Windex and paper towels that we're gonna try to use to clean up these windows a little bit so they're not so spotty. We're almost done with this side here, and then we're gonna actually surface clean up to where the cars are, right about here, and then stop and come back. I can do that some other time. I wanted to get the front of the business done so I can come back during business hours and work around like in the back. We have about an hour and a half left till about dark, and I'm not gonna be out here washing in the dark. Got my helper. He's one of the new firefighters out of our department. We're slinging the water out here together. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is day 2 or 3 of this property I've been at. I just want to kind of touch base. It's been several days since I finished up this property. Still kind of waiting on payment from this guy. I guess commercial payments take a little bit extra time. He took a little bit longer to pay when I was doing his fence. I had to fill out some paperwork for him to be a vendor, so that could be good signs for future work. I don't know, but everything cleaned up really nice here. All the downspouts cleaned up really good. The biggest part, the problem was there's a bunch of leaves packed in all these spots here. This had like tons and tons of debris and leaves. I was end up pushing everything out with my ball valve around here, and everything got pushed to the parking lot, and that was just, it created a debris field across the entire parking lot. There was about this many cars here when I was cleaning. This is Napa, the auto parts store. They had about 100 deliveries going on to and from while I was cleaning. Caused a lot of problems. They kept opening up these bay doors. He wanted me to clean on a Sunday. He said that everything was gonna be closed on a Sunday. Napa was open till 2 o'clock that day, and then there was birthdays on the very end. It was just kind of a headache of a job, really. What took me so long, it took me about 13 total hours to do the entire property. I did have someone helping me clean. It was his first time pressure washing with me. He did a good job. It's just, you know, someone who's never done anything with me is trying to learn the process and stuff like that. He helped me for about 4 hours on that Sunday, which was good. You know, I had to finish the rest of it alone, which is not a big deal. It just slows me down just a little bit because I had to spray chemical, set the thing down, and then rinse. I did a soft wash with my 12-volt system for this. Probably the surface cleaning and then the turbo nozzle and then blowing out the debris took me the longest. Dealing with all the mess in the parking lot on the back side mainly, but also the front side was really difficult. I had to, once everything's wet, it just kind of wants to stay, and I didn't want to leave a debris field here just constantly just like covering the entire parking lot. I thought that would be horrible to leave. So I was actually splitting up the piles. I would like break up a pile here, then push some here to a different pile, and then come back. I would push to this pile and then push away. So I ended up having like 3 large piles of debris that I end up pushing to the grass there, pushed to this car wasn't here, so I pushed to there, and then I pushed to the end. Overall, everything went really well. It just took me a little bit longer than I expected. I was hoping to get it done in like 6 hours, 7 hours in one day and not have to come back. I had to come back up front anyways because the black cars were blocking the sidewalk. I couldn't surface clean. They ended up moving them for me. Dealing with all the open businesses was very difficult, and then dealing with all the debris. Those were my biggest struggles this job. Not bad at all for my first large building. 27,000 square foot building. I'm not even sure how much concrete there is. It's basically an entire sidewalk in the front and back. I'm pretty pleased with how everything went. If you have any questions about the job I did, let me know in the comments below. Sorry I didn't film as much as I wanted to for the actual cleaning. I didn't do anything special here. All I did was soft wash the entire building and then surface cleaned and turbo nozzled around the areas. Just collected all the debris. So I didn't do anything special at all here. No special chemicals, no special techniques. Just a basic house wash on a very large building. This is my largest one I've done so far. Anyways, we'll see if the owner wants to have future work for me next year or not. He does own 62 restaurants. We'll see what happens. We'll talk more about the commercial stuff in a later video, the things that I am concerned about and things that might be a possible issue. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll see you guys on the next one. See you soon.